News Tonight with Peter Jennings.
Good evening. There is no more famous shipwreck in the world, and the discovery of the Titanic in the Atlantic off the coast of Canada has been the dream of countless deep-sea explorers. Well, thanks to an American-French team, it is no longer a dream. In a moment, we'll talk to a member of the task force which found the Titanic. We begin with her star-crossed history. Here's ABC's Bill Blakemore.
73 years ago in April of 1912, when the Titanic set out on its maiden voyage from England to America, it was the largest ship yet built, 882 feet long, and, its owners bragged, unsinkable. It had a double-bottomed hull with 15 watertight sections. But on April 12th, it hit an iceberg in the dark and quickly disappeared, until this week when a French-American team pinpointed it on the ocean floor. The Titanic was found some 370 miles south of Newfoundland, 2.5 miles down where there's no light, no plant life, and freezing temperatures. Sonar from a French research ship first located the wreckage. Then, to confirm it was the Titanic, an American Navy ship sent down a new unmanned diving sled called the Argo, outfitted with computerized cameras to a 500-meter-long field of debris on the ocean floor. It immediately spotted the Titanic's distinctive boiler. The American Navy ship USS Knorr is expected home early next week after it attempts a more complete photographic survey.
Iceberg, dead ahead, sir!
As 4 movies and 28 books have since recreated it for us, the massive iceberg tore a 300-foot-long gash through 3 of the Titanic's watertight sections. In only 2.5 hours it disappeared, along with 1,500 people. Only 700 lived. Survivor Ruth Blanchard was a 12-year-old watching from one of the lifeboats.
The Titanic was a beautiful sight. The lights were all on, but the rows, there were 5 or 6 rows where people were standing looking over the rail, you know, and wondering, I suppose they were waiting for somebody to take them off, to rescue them.
It became instant legend. Some said there was a fortune in jewels on board, along with high society names like Astor, Guggenheim, and Strauss. Whether it will ever be even possible to now raise the Titanic is not clear, but survivor Eva Hart, who was 7, traveling with both her parents, would not favor it.
I say because to me it's my father's grave, and I don't ever want to see the Titanic again. I don't want to see it raised.
Whether or not it ever can be raised, lawyers are now trying to determine who owns the sunken ship and any valuables on board. Bill Blakemore, ABC News, New York.
This afternoon, I talked by ship-to-shore radio with the chief scientist on the Titanic expedition, Dr. Robert Ballard. Have you actually seen the hull of the Titanic standing upright as it's been reported? Over?
That's correct. It's sitting upright on the bottom.
What kind of condition does the Titanic look in? Over?
Appears to be in superb condition. One would expect that given the fact that we're working in extremely deep water. It's ice cold and in total darkness, so it's an environment of high preservation. Over.
Do you have any plans to try raising the Titanic? Over.
Oh, I think that would be ridiculous. No, absolutely not. In fact, I would like to go and try to ensure that desecration of this memorial to 1,500 souls is left the way it is. Over.
Is there any possibility you might try to raise the cargo? Over.
No, I can't believe that it would be economically wise to do such a thing, and I don't want to do that personally at all, and I don't want to contribute to any such undertaking. Over.
As far as you're concerned, the Titanic should remain where she went down. Over.
Yes, it's like trying to raise the Arizona in Pearl Harbor. I see absolutely nothing to be gained. And I think that a ship like this, being a sailor of many years, you ought to leave it where it is. The souls have now been located, and they're fine where they are.